It has been weeks since I've talked anything related to Gachiakuta, mainly because you can't read it online or at least keep up with it without having to pay for it. And since the anime drops next month, I thought it would be prevalent to talk about the chapters that are currently out right now. So where we left off, Rudo and the rest of the cleaners are at a festival. They're trying to find the people who made the chokers that are able to communicate with other people. In the process of that, they're at a concert with the White Crow, announcing a winner based off of a ticket that they got when they entered to meet the White Crow and get something from her, or at least ask a question. And lo and behold, our main character Rudo ended up winning. From that, Rudo starts asking her all sorts of questions about the things that have been happening in his life, only to find out she's just a complete airhead and has no idea what's going on. With that, Engine, who wanted to meet her so bad, is losing his mind because no one can see what's happening on stage. They're trapped in some sort of containment so they can both talk to each other. And she ends up giving Rudo a gift, but where she pulls it from, she got it on her. I'll leave it at that. I won't show it because it'll get demonetized, but she got it. And that gift happens to be none other than a choker. And mind you, let me mention, she tried to disguise the choker because it had some significance that no one else would know into something else. Although we didn't know what that was until now, and it turns out to be her bra that she disguised it as. So everyone in the stadium is losing their mind over the fact that he's literally wearing her bra when it's actually just a choker. With that, the rest of the cleaners see the bra but don't see the choker. Engine is very proud of Rudo, but also very pissed off at the same time. Mo's like, so that's what you like. I'm sorry, I'm not so gifted. Crazy thing to say. Rudo still has no idea what they're saying because he doesn't see the bra compared to everybody else. But just then, Rudo hears something from the caller. What he hears is none other than the choker maker. And the choker maker says, you will destroy the doll festival. And that is the end of the chapter. In the next chapter, the Hell Guards are basically flooding this place, but very indiscreetly. The choker maker, on the other hand, is telling Rudo that there's no time, you must go to this one area in this hall and just blow the place up. Rudo doesn't believe that this is the case, that this isn't the actual choker maker. But then all of a sudden, he switches his tone after Rudo says, I won't do anything because I don't know who you are. And the choker maker tells him, I want you to save them instead of offing them, which is pretty weird. Apparently it's because there's someone out there trying to use the chokers for malicious purposes. Only thing is, Rudo has no idea who the choker maker is referring to. It's not the choker maker himself, but somebody at the doll festival that's going to cause all these problems. The choker maker then explains, destroy the doll festival. It's not just a random assignment to see if you'll listen. To this person, every human alive is his doll to control. He then hears somebody say, all right, everyone, let's be quiet now. And everyone, except for the cleaners, gets entranced. This all happening by none other than reporter Mimo. So this guy is supposedly the main villain of this arc. We then find out Mimo has somebody working for him but hasn't been revealed. Mind you, that same individual is at the festival. And the only reason Rudo and the rest of his gang weren't affected is because they weren't wearing their chokers. Being told at the beginning of all this that they weren't supposed to wear their chokers because it didn't go well with the design. The information broker telling Engine that that was the case. So the information broker knows a lot more than what's being let on. Rudo then gets ordered to come down to the stage by this guy, only for Engine to show up and absolutely deck that guy in the face, having him fly all the way back. And then out of nowhere, we find out that this guy talking to Rudo says that he is the one that killed Rudo's parents. And Engine, after hitting Mimo, managed to confiscate his vital instrument. That is until it gets shot out of Engine's hands back into Mimo's, most likely by the guy who's working for Mimo. Then find out that Mimo is able to control these people's powers by drinking their blood, not just because they can control them by wearing the choker. Meaning every person here in the audience, he's drank their blood in some way, shape, or form. Creating a choker requires blood. Basically, the chokers are imbued with the blood of the maker, and the first blood mixed with that is the user's blood. Mimo set his sights on that combination and refined his powers. Then he made it a reality. The ability to control him and the owner of the blood mixed with his. He wet his whistle with the blood of the maker, then uses that whistle to control the wearers. Honestly, kind of smart if you think about it. The choker that Rudo's wearing is a one of one, the only one that connects to the choker maker himself. Not only Rudo, but Engine as well. Those two being the only hope to defeat this guy. All that being said, they're about to fight. That is until these two individuals show up to guard Mimo. This guy being called Felix, this girl being called Gil. Mimo goes on a little rant about who he is and whatnot, and then turns on his mic and tells the entire audience to basically off them. They come at the cleaners in a tsunami-like style. But right before that's about to happen, both Fu and Mo manage to get involved, causing that not to happen. After that, Gil, the girl with the bat here, manages to hit a baseball at Rudo, managing to hit him in the face. You then find out that Felix is for defense and Gil is for ranged fighting. She then uses her balls, to hit the other cleaners, only it doesn't work. Engine basically speed blitzes her, but she manages to dodge. Then Felix, the defense type, realizes where Mimo went wrong. He sees these individuals and notices that Mimo might have poked the wrong bear. Rudo's arm broken, he doesn't care. The rest of these individuals wanting to off each one of these individuals. Felix is damn near losing his mind over this because he realizes where everyone went wrong. The cleaners and Rudo are not somebody to mess with. They really do not care. If they have something in mind, they will get it done, no matter what. And that is the end of what I can read or show you because you have to pay for it otherwise, but as more comes out, I'll definitely let you know. But so far, I think this arc is pretty good. I think it's pretty decent, and I can't really wait to see where it goes. I want to know more about the Choker Maker, I want to know about Rudo, and I kind of want to see Two Lady again. She kind of bad, I ain't even gonna lie.